Alrighty, so what you guys are seeing right now is very, very early concept stages of the first scene in the game that I'm working on. And so basically, to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on with this scenario is you're driving through the tunnel and you get trapped and you can't go this way. Now this won't be the final method, but I felt like having just dirt pile in from the mountain that this tunnel's going through would be a good way to kind of, show you that I can't go that way anymore. I have to continue this way. So that is going to be the first scene in the game. Another thing I want to talk about is the locomotion methods that I've chosen for my game. So basically, in a lot of games, you'll see either teleportation or you'll see artificial locomotion, but I noticed a lot of games seem to go for artificial locomotion where when you're walking, your head is always forward, right? No matter which way you're looking, that's forward when you're walking. And to me, that's kind of off-putting, and it kind of breaks the immersion because, if you're walking down the street or you're walking down the sidewalk, right, and you look right, you don't instantly just walk off the sidewalk and into the street. No, what happens is when you look forward and you're walking and you look right, you continue walking that direction like so. You can look around freely like this. So what I have done is I've created a touchpad locomotion system that lets me walk forward while looking around. But another thing that I don't like about touchpad locomotion is the fact that, okay, say if you have to go down over here to this flashlight, right, and you want to go pick it up, right, and you want to go pick it, and you're like, because you barely touch the touchpad and you zoom past it, and it's really, really annoying. It's really annoying. So what I've done is I've created a two-step method to verify that you want to walk. Now, all you have to do is pull your trigger. So you pull your trigger down and then you touch on the touchpad. So as you see, I can touch on the touchpad. Now, not only is that an option, but like say if you want to strafe, you can either aim your controller left or right, or you can aim it forward and go side to side on the touchpad and you will move side to side. So I really, really like this method, and to be honest, it's probably my favorite method so far that I've used in VR, and I really, really like it because it works really well with this flashlight. And like I said, you can touch the touchpad all you want, and you will not move unless you hold that trigger. You're probably wondering, like, what's the story behind the game? So basically, the story behind the game is going to be you're going home to visit family. You've been away for a really, really long time, and you've just been really busy in life, blah, 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 typical stuff. And when you're headed home, every time you head home, you have to go through this tunnel, and as you're coming through, something happens and you get stuck. And like I said, this won't be the final scenario, but it's just like basically, a filler in. And so what happens is you get stuck, your car's immobile, and you have to walk your way through the tunnel and get to town. And when you reach town, you find out it's abandoned. Now, one thing that I've noticed about VR games today, especially after doing the whole 7 days of horror for Halloween, and it really bothers me because a lot of scary games today for VR rely on basically jump scares. Just all out jump scares. And a lot of times it's the same jump scare over and over. And granted, yeah, it's scary in VR, but I want to create a game that reminds me of the old school PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Silent Hills and Resident Evils. That's my goal. Is I want to make a suspenseful thriller that's more than just something that jumps out and scares you. I want you to be put in scenarios that are not only scary, but invoke you to want to move forward and move faster and get through progression, and all while having a nice story to go along with it. So you could definitely say that the old school horror games on the consoles are a big inspiration for this, and I really hope to pull this off the correct way. Like I said, I think we're already on a good path. We've got a good story going so far. I've got a lot of stuff, written down in notes and everything, and so basically we're gonna throw this flashlight over there, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this bright light that you see shining through the tunnel because that's not supposed to be there. That was just there so you can kind of see me walking around and get an idea of the locomotion. Alright, so here we are. We are now in the tunnel with the lights off, and as you see, my car is wrecked, it's stuck, and my only option is to move forward. Now granted, remember, this is still total concept. These cars will not be the cars that you see in the final game. the idea is to kind of, just share with you guys what we have going so far. So as you see, I walk over and I picked up my flashlight, and whatever way I shine my flashlight is forward unless I choose to do something else with my thumb. Like I can step to the side, I can strafe, blah blah blah. You see the lights are flickering, and it's just really, really cool, and I think it really adds to the ambience. Now, as you see, I found a gun. Now, obviously, the gun is not just going to be laying in the ground in the final game. I just want to go ahead and let you guys know. But, as you see, it shoots, the trigger moves, the slider moves. We've got 15 shots per magazine, and that's it. Pretty cool, right? So I'll get more into the gun details here in a second, but I kind of just want to give you an idea of what's going on. There's some wreckage here, and basically the town is completely empty, and your job is to figure out, well, not your job, but it's your mission to figure out what is going on. Like, what happened to everybody? Where did everybody go? And as you see, there's a scary monster up ahead. Now, it's not, the only thing it has is an idle animation. It's nothing crazy. That's not the model that we're going to go with in the final game. But I just figured, it's kind of cool just to put them there, and it was really creepy and all that. But that's just a generic Unity asset monster. He's pretty cool. I do like the animations that he comes with, though, so that's why I picked it up. And I dropped my flashlight. Happens. So we'll move forward, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that there's nothing up ahead of here. But I just thought this looked really cool, and I just cannot wait to see this game progress further upon what it already has. So as you see up here, there's nothing out here. This is all just empty space. There's a lot of progress to be made. I mean, there's not even really a mountain above the tunnel, but that's all cool and dandy. I'm fine with that right now because we got a lot of ways to go. Alright, so now we're back into the lighted up area, and I just wanted to show you guys my gun mechanics that I've been working on. So a lot of times when you see guns, there's either two-hand reload methods, or there's a squeeze the grip reload method, or there's a hit the touchpad reload method. For me, I kind of wanted to go over something that I felt like was unique. I don't know if it's been done before. I haven't seen it be done before, but if it has, let me know if you guys have seen anybody else do this. But basically, my method is something like this, where you got your magazine in there, you drop it, right? And then you've got a magazine spot on your chest, and this will reload it. You'll drop it, you hear that click, and it reloads. So you can do it either a swoosh down and you'll hear the clip, drop it. You can bring it to your chest, drop it, or you can, anytime you just bring it to that box. I mean, it's really good. As you see, it works really, really well, right? Then, not only do you have the magazines there, but when you don't need it, like say you don't want to put your gun down, but you found something that you need to pick up on a shelf, a table or something, you get a holster right there on your hip. Boom. And it's like right there. It's really, really good. And it works really, really well. I like it. Now obviously, right now you can see where it says like magazine and gun. Those are just there, obviously, because we're still in early. I mean, we're talking 0.11000101 stages. Like seriously, like this right here is just kind of give you guys an idea of a game that I'm working on. I kind of want to see if anybody seems interested, if there's something that you guys would enjoy playing. I want to know if there's something you'd like to see changed in the mechanics that I've created. Would you not prefer a reload method like this? Would you prefer two-handed? Eventually I'd like to get to where this is battery operated, to where you have to put a battery in it, and then so on and so forth. So you'd have a spot for batteries on you. You have to go find batteries, stuff like that. And I really think this game has a lot of potential, if we can get it done correctly, or if I can get it done correctly. I'm actually working on this by myself right now, feeling super duper ambitious. But if anybody is familiar with Unity and is down to hop on and join and help make this a reality or a virtual reality, I am totally open for options. Any help I could get would be completely appreciated, because I would do anything to play this game. Even if I'm the one who makes it, I would do anything to play this game. I've had an idea for a game like this for years. now that virtual reality is a possibility, this is the way I want to do it. This is the way I want to play it. This is the way, and I feel like it's never going to get done unless I do it and I step up. So if anybody is down to help, let me know, hit me up, get a hold of me. You know, there's multiple ways to get a hold of me. Private message me, I don't care. Get a hold of me, you know, and we'll discuss things and we'll get something figured out, because I will absolutely do anything to make this game a possibility, and I really want to get it out before next Halloween season. My goal is to have it out by Halloween. That's the goal, because I want this game to, you know, be perfect timed. I want it to be perfect. I want this game to be amazing, you know. You don't get a lot of games with, I mean, granted, it's only the first year, we're in a lot of tech demos, but I'm just so tired of playing scary games with jump scares, and that's it. I want story. I want something to drive me through to play the game. I want something to, you know, there's no motivation to really hop back on probably 90% of the games out right now, and I really want to help, you know, create a standard for games, you know, like, that's the goal here, and I think I'm on the right path. I feel like I'm on the right path, you know. I'm trying to remain unique, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep it to where it's comfortable. I want it to be, you know, playable. I felt like this was the best locomotion method I could do. I felt like this was a neat, unique way to reload while still keeping your flashlight in your hand, aimed at the monsters coming at you. I just really want to, you know, see what you guys think. I want to know if you guys, you know, like I said, would be interested in a game like this. Is this something like right up your alley? And, you know, like I said, if there's anything you could suggest, I'm totally down for suggestions, 100%. You know, do not be shy. If there's any type of critique that you could give me, I am totally down. Like, I am not afraid of constructive criticism as long as it's constructive. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to tell me I'm sucking, at least tell me how to fix it. That's all I ask. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking it out. By the way, the name of the game is going to be called Hometown VR, because you're going to your hometown. And I really hope, you know, by next year, you guys will be playing this game. I really hope that you guys will be enjoying this game. And I'm really looking forward to bringing you guys updates. I really am. I'm really, really pumped to progress in this. I absolutely have 100% passion for this. This is something that I've spent the entire week reading and learning and watching videos, and it's just a ridiculous amount of time went into creating something like this. And I'm really, really glad that I'm able to do it, because it looks absolutely amazing so far. And this is just a concept version. This isn't even a final version. This is literally, like, that texture is not going to be that texture. The ground, the road can probably stay. The road looks really, really good. These cars will not be these cars. Well, some of them might stay, some of them might not. I don't know. This van's really cool, though. I do like this van with this black door. It's really weird. But I just, you know, I really want to show that, you know, something's happened here, and kind of, you know, add to the suspense as you're walking through the tunnel. And anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm out of here. Peace.